Hello, fellow collectors. Today is a very special day, for me anyways. I just received the Nintendo 64 I Love Techno Value Pack, and I saw this the first time, I think 7 or 8 months ago, on a forum, and I was really excited about it. Tried to get some information and found out that there was no information. You could only find a picture on Google, and that was it. So 1 week ago, I saw this on a Belgium site, and I was so excited. I wanted to have it right away. And through the help of a good friend of mine, he's also a collector, it was possible to get this. Thank you very much. You know who you are. Without you, I wouldn't have been able to obtain this. So basically, this is a Belgium exclusive that, like I said, nobody knows anything about really, but I know a lot about it now because I could do the research because I have the box and the manual, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. So let's look at the box outside first. Yeah, this box is in pretty nasty condition. I knew it was in bad condition, but I really wanted to own it, and also I really wanted to have it for the sake of knowing what it's all about. So I'm gonna share that with you. The box is in Netherlandish language and in French, which isn't unusual because Belgium is, I think there are four languages spoken there. There's a small German part, then there's French spoken, there's Netherlandish spoken, and there's also a very small Flanders part, which is also other language that's spoken there. So like I said, French and Netherlandish. The first thing you see is this box is huge. And it is really huge. The comparison, I'm going to put a normal Nintendo 64 European console next to it. Let's just line this up here. And you can see there's like a whole hand of space left in the length. That's the biggest box I've ever seen, and I think it's even bigger than the Australian Pokemaniac edition. So let's just put a Japanese console next to it to see, because the Japanese consoles are considerably longer, and even the Japanese console still leaves almost a hand of space here. So this is a really big box. The other thing that one sees is that there's a screen where you can actually see through this plastic little window and see the console, which is very unique and very cool. And also the box is really hard cardboard. It's like a thick moving box. It's completely different than all the boxes that other Nintendo 64 consoles have. So this whole thing is just a complete, I don't know, special thing. Yeah, it says here what's included: the machine, the controller. You can see the official Nintendo seal of quality, and the console with this cool looking N64 logo cartridge. And it also says "Feel Everything," which is what was written on a lot of the VHS tapes from Nintendo. On the side here, Nintendo 64, "Feel Everything." Same on this side. Same on this side, just upside down, like on many other boxes. And same on this side, so nothing too special here. And the back side is a little bit more interesting. It says playing Nintendo 64 stimulates a different set of emotions every time you play. Well, I guess that's true. So there are pictures of emotions here. I don't know who the guy is. Maybe he's a celebrity or something, but his name is not on the box, so possibly it's just anybody. So let's see which set of emotions we have. We have the, I don't know, frustrated, I guess. Then we have the outrageously, yeah, I just won kind of character. Then just happy gaming, I guess. And this, I don't know, is giving the controller a blowjob or just being, I don't know, before throwing the controller against the TV, which I did once as a kid. I'm not quite sure. Anyways, these four colors are symbolic. No, these three colors are symbolic. Let's not talk about the colors. This is Expert World Club, which also explains that there is also a Nintendo Expert World Club edition, which is just a normal box with a yellow sticker on it. And this gives all kinds of information about the Expert World Club. Basically, I just think this is a department of Nintendo. Before it became Club Nintendo, every country had a different kind of promotion agency for the Nintendo goods. That's at least what I believe. So let's open the box. You can see the cool screen here, you can see the bed, and that's just so awesome. Okay, so we have the normal Nintendo 64 console. This is a French and Netherlands edition. The condition is not too good also, but it's just a normal console, so I'm not going to go into detail. We have the manual here, we'll get to that. And we have a Super Mario game, which is in a baggie that says twice as nice. Maybe that's because there's also other game that should be included in this. It's missing, and possibly they were both in this bag without the box. I don't know. So we have the manuals in different languages here, and we also have a questionnaire. Keep in mind this is long before the internet, where you could actually send to Nintendo and fill out this questionnaire. What you think about the games, what you think about Nintendo, send it back to them, and then maybe or maybe not receive a little gift or a little attention for that. Okay, so the really interesting part is the manual. And now I'm getting to here, I Love Techno Value Pack. The back side, there's nothing on it. And the front side looks like this. So, I am first of all going to explain what this is. I Love Techno is a festival in Belgium, and the festival took place from 1995 until today. It's actually this year again in November, and it's gained popularity over the years. But in 1999, 4 years after it was held the first time, Nintendo decided to use this as a promotion just for this little Belgium festival in Belgium, which has a pretty hardcore techno history, if you just think about Tomorrowland, for example. Anyway, this was released there, and there were not very people that attended. There were about 3,000 or 4,000. So, and they're not all Belgian, and not everybody bought the set. So this is, as far as I can judge, one of the rarest box variations there is of all of them. And yeah, therefore you never see it. So let's get started. First of all, there's an explanation about the expansion pack, what it is and what it does. Then there are explanations about other games that are not included in the set that you may or may not buy. And then it says here what is included in the set. So included is the Nintendo 64 Plus controller, a Super Mario game, the F1 World Cup Grand Prix game, the ticket for the festival, a t-shirt that you could wear, and the CD of I Love Techno, the 7th edition. So really quite a lot of stuff, and also what an unusual combination of stuff to put into a Nintendo 64 box console. It's just, I'm fascinated by it. Okay, so it says here in Netherlandish and here in French what the contents is. I did actually translate that. I'm not a complete idiot, so I actually do speak a little French, and I do understand a little Hollandish, which is Netherlandish. But I used Google Translator to help. So let's start. Number 1. When these 64 beats are rumbling in your room, you will finally realize the power of the Nintendo 64. Its form is not just aerodynamic, but it has the most incredible games of all time. Yes, we all agree on that. It does have the most incredible games of all time. I don't know what aerodynamic has to do with anything of that, but that's cool with me. Number 2. Super Mario 64, the game featuring the mustache different little star. The most famous of the video game world in his biggest adventure ever. At the time, definitely. Number 3. F1 World Grand Prix. 22 pilots, 1 track, the uncertainty of a pit stop, speed and adrenaline are the hallmarks of this fantastic simulation of F1. Great game as well. I'm not a simulation fan, but at the time I believe it was, or maybe it wasn't, I don't know. Number 4 is where it gets interesting. Your entry ticket N64 for the exclusive mega event, which was the festival. Then number 5, the amazing t-shirt I Love Techno. Wear this shirt, sweaty or not, may win, and you may win great prizes. So maybe if you wore this t-shirt at the event, you could win some big prizes or had a chance to win a prize. Can't really confirm that. Then number 6, the CD I Love Techno 7, which is the CD that is you can obtain after the festival, but I'll get to that later. So you can see here also next to the layout of this instruction, which is undoubtedly one of the most unique manuals or booklets in a Nintendo 64 console or box. There are also these little sponsors here. You have radio stations, studios, anything that's related to music. Up here, a Nintendo 64 magazine. I think here it claims it was the first on the market in Belgium or in that region, Benelux. And below here it says I Love Techno 7, which is the CD. And this translates to this unique compilation CD is free and for nothing yours when you get the newsstand in the Nintendo Club, including toothed voucher, that's the attached voucher, with you obviously filled out completely. Sorry that this is translated weirdly, I just hit it into translator. Did you buy the value pack after the 1st of May? Then we will send the CD home to you if you fill out the voucher and have the sales receipt. Okay, so this is the address you can send it to, or you could obtain it by going to the stand on the festival, which is so cool somehow. I don't know. This on the right hand side here is the voucher. And obviously this guy did not claim the CD. I wonder if, how many years is it? Over 15 years in the past, exactly 15 years ago, if I can still claim this. So on the voucher it says, if you want to join a really cool club and take advantage of their great stuff, you need registration done according to the rules. If you are really interested, then answer the following questions and send to the following address. So this is how they did their marketing back then, and I thought this was pretty interesting. In the second part it says, very simple. For each choice you will have a box. Please indicate your preference by giving 1 to 5. A value rating, then specify a value rating 1 to 5 for all the subcategories. So they actually want you to rate these genres, film, lecture, sport, music and other ones into different into 1 to 5, and then the different subcategories of that genre, if it's action, science fiction, thriller or whatnot, also. So they have these little ratings. I mean, just imagine receiving this and being the guy who has to see which is the most popular game. That's just so funny before the internet. Well, it wasn't really before the internet. You can see that there's already an email address thing here, but not a lot of people were accustomed to using the internet yet. Then in the third part it says, furthermore, enter us an insight into your personality. Would you like to receive more detailed information? Would you like to receive a more detailed questionnaire so we can better get to know you and offer you cool events and gifts that are most interesting to you? Yes, of course I want to have that. So this was the manual, and well, you can see that my system or my box isn't entirely complete. There's a little bit missing, but this is the most important part of it. I can replace the rest, or maybe I'll be lucky to upgrade it once because of the condition. I may or may not do, but for the moment I'm really happy to have this. So let's end the video with the last shot of the actual box. This turned out to be quite a long video, but it was a very spontaneous thing. So if you're really interested, you have all the information about this now, and if you're not, then skip through the video, that's also fine with me. Anyway, I'm really happy to have this, and that was the Nintendo 64 I Love Techno Value Pack, Belgium exclusive, and in my opinion, one of the rarer, if not one of the rarest box variations.